Mark Murphy, and I'm here today because I've been walking our district in Brooklyn and in Staten Island, and I've been talking to thousands of people, whether it's at the ferry terminals, or whether it's at the bus stops, or whether it's when I'm knocking on doors. And I hear so many people ask me so many of the same questions. And they ask me, and this is Democrats, this is Republicans, this is conservatives and independents. They say, can't we have honest leadership? Don't we deserve honest leadership? And I say to them, yeah, you do. And it's because of that unfortunately I have to be here asking these very difficult questions of the man that I am running against for Congress. We asked Michael Grimm, why won't you come clean? Why do you keep sweeping these increasing judicial investigations under the table? Why can't you just tell us the truth? Michael Grimm, we deserve honest leadership. Just last week, we had news of broadening federal investigation, where your colleagues are now being investigated from the FBI, where they're being questioned about your activities in the FBI. Your staff, both campaign and professional staff, have been questioned and investigated by the FBI. Subpoenas have been issued. A grand jury has been impaneled. And we ask you to, again, stop sweeping this under the carpet and answer the questions. How many of your staff have been investigated? How many of them have been called before the grand jury? Are they all cooperating? Will you, as an ex-FBI agent, demand accountability of your staff and demand that they be open and forthright with the FBI? And will you do the same? Michael Grimm, we deserve honest leadership. We deserve answers to these questions, and we ask you right now for those answers. I stand here today with great people, Staten Islanders, people from all over the borough, and they deserve honest leadership. I'm sorry that I have to ask these questions. I want to be asking the good questions. I want to be asking why you will continually vote against our seniors, why you will continually vote against Medicare and Medicaid, but we can't get the answers to those questions either. And that makes me think, can we trust you in Washington if we can't trust you here? You'll say to our school teachers, oh, I support you, or our special needs children, oh, I'll support you. But then you'll go to Washington and you'll cut federal education funding. We can't trust you to go to Washington, Michael Grimm, but we need you to at least be honest with us today and answer some questions about the criminal activities that you've been involved with, and be honest with us, the good people of Staten Island. I am Mark Murphy. I stand here with Staten Islanders today, and we ask you for the truth. Thank you.
Why at this point in the campaign, since the kind of allegations have been out there for a couple of months, why is it now to have this type of event where your supporters come out and stand out and report out there?
I don't think they have just come out. I think this week we discovered, after reading the news, that this is a broadening federal investigation into the activities and somewhat alleged criminal activities of Michael Grimm. This is not new. This is something that has just been reported. Mr. Grimm keeps sweeping under the carpet the very serious allegations that the FBI and the Justice Department are investigating.
It's been out there for months now, so why not do it early? I don't know how to get that this early.
Because we just started hearing about them expanding now, and we've demanded the truth for many, many months, and we keep getting nothing. We keep getting, oh, I've been exonerated by a Washington, D.C. insider panel, but ignored when it comes to what the real crux of it is, which is an FBI and Justice Department investigation.
Do you think you could be criticized for going negative in this campaign now? These kind of comments, and it could backfire, could rally its base?
Absolutely not. I'm not going negative. These are material questions to this campaign. Can Michael Grimm be effective as a legislator with this cloud hanging over him? And that's what the people keep asking me. Why is it that the stakeholders aren't sitting down with Michael Grimm when it comes to reducing the tolls on Staten Island or getting transportation dollars to Staten Island? Back before these allegations, John Mica was more than happy to come all the way up here to Staten Island and look at the transportation issues that surrounded us. But now, We didn't see any dollars come to Staten Island in the form of an earmark or in any way in that last transportation bill. Our last member of Congress brought huge transportation dollars to Staten Island, and we see them right across the street here being fulfilled. But I truly believe that it's the credibility of our member of Congress and his inability to be effective that is material to this campaign. It's not slinging mud.
Why not simply let the legal process play itself out without injecting politics? You know, you're running against them into the whole matter.
I think we need to ask questions of the people that represent us. I think it is vital for those people who stand up on the courthouse steps or stand up to be in the electoral process to ask those hard questions of those that they run against. Whether it's a Democrat or Republican, we have the obligation to ask these questions. And Michael Grimm has an obligation as an elected official to be transparent, has an obligation as an elected official to answer those questions and be honest, because the people of Staten Island, Republican, Democrat, Independent, and Conservative, deserve honest leadership.
Some of those answers for Michael Grimm are probably things that his lawyers would advise that he does not announce today instead of in the courtroom. Why not simply
If he's done nothing wrong, why wouldn't he just answer those questions? He spent $321,000 on legal fees. I'm sure those lawyers are going to give him advice. But right now, he needs to spend his time being honest with the people of Staten Island.